And we're live. What's going on,
Yo,
art? What's going on, art enthusiasts and change makers? This is your host, Mississippi Sexual, and this is Art for Change Podcast. And my co-host,
you already know it's your boy BU because that's all you gotta motherfucking do. Let's get
yes,
it.
sir. Yes, sir. I love it. I love that slogan. And today we got my boy Postell on. He is currently living in Philly, born and raised in Rochester, New York, moved to Orlando for college. He's the retail manager of the Philadelphia Phillies and the former professional esports gamer and Bitcoin educator. Let's bring my boy Postell up to the building, man. What's up, Postell?
How y'all doing? How y'all doing, man?
Hey, and,
What's up,
and
player?
just to correct it, it's Postell. Just to correct it.
Postell, my dog. My bad. My
You
bad.
said it. You said it right.
It's all good. All right, so Postell,
What's good,
how
buddy?
how your day went today? How did your day
It
go?
was, it was pretty good, man. Mondays is usually my day off. So I started the first part of the day with the wife, just chilling, relaxing. Because it's President's Day. Then my
Damn,
boss
it is
called me.
President's Day.
Yeah, so everything was pretty much most stuff was shut down. My boss called me, thinking it was like an emergency for me to come in. So I go to work, only for him to have me do some stuff that like wasn't an emergency. I could have did the bullshit tomorrow, but you know, it is what it is. After that, we got some food, came back, relaxed, and then decided to bless y'all
Yeah,
podcast, man.
yeah. I love it. Hey, Mister, how your day was today?
Day was blessed, brother. You know me. As long as I wake up on this side of the earth, it's gonna be a good day. I try not to let nothing and nobody steal my joy, brother. What about
Yeah.
yourself, BU? How was your day, brother?
Uh, it was a good day, and then I learned I didn't even know it was President's Day actually
No, I didn't know that
until
until Chris said so, man.
yeah,
I'm gonna buy
no, no, until I got to work.
I'm
Like
gonna, I'm gonna buy y'all some calendars.
hey,
Uh,
yeah, but,
you know,
hey, I
I'll
need
keep
two.
up with that shit now that my kids, I ain't in school no more.
Hey, yeah, I need two calendars. Hey, so work went good. Like we got a lot accomplished. I hate saying I got a lot because we got a team, so we got a lot accomplished and everything. But yeah, it was a lot of people that wasn't there, a lot of important people that wasn't there that we needed, and we needed answers. But they get the day off, but we got to work. That's construction.
Yeah, yeah. I definitely was out there working, getting it in today.
Yeah. So and then niggas ain't get time and a half.
Mm.
And Pascal,
Oh no,
yes, we can curse.
I just wanted to be sure. I didn't want to say no crazy stuff in the.
Nigga, we say what we want,
All right.
but
well,
yeah,
we try to keep it positive, but in the
Yeah,
same,
absolutely.
this is a dope platform. This is another reason why I come on at 9. You know what I mean? Kids supposed to be in the bed, especially the ones small enough to not hear what we talk about.
Yeah.
But yeah, we kick shit over here, man. You could be. We want you to be authentically yourself. You know what I mean? And we just have positive dialogue.
All right.
all right.
So
So all right. So tell me about growing up. Where'd you grow up at?
yeah, so I'm from Rochester, man. Rochester, New York. That's like about 45, 50 minutes from Buffalo.
Mm.
Um, a lot of people think it's like rural, like farms and stuff like that, but it's nothing like that. That's a crazy misconception that if you're from upstate New York, you hear that a lot. It's
Right.
like cows and deer. I mean, yeah, you got deers and forest life animals up there, but Rochester, man, it's a tough city, to say the least. It's I'm in Philly now. I can kind of consider it like a very, very, very small version of Philly. Um, just from like the poverty standpoint, the
Right.
cost of living is really, really low there. So obviously, with low costs of living, you ain't really making money. Um,
Right.
so when you're not making money, not having money is the root of all evil. So it's a lot of crime. It's a lot of unnecessary stuff that you see on a daily basis, and you kind of when you come from that and you see it so much, you I
You
guess
become a product of your environment.
you get a
Yeah.
little numb to it. You kind of
Yes.
think that like that's regular. That's how it's supposed to be. Um, but I was fortunate enough that I had family members, you know, my mom, my older sister, my aunt, my uncle, people who really guided me and kind of kept me from doing, you know, the wrong things because it's real easy to get caught up in unnecessary nonsense out there. So I had people who really genuinely wanted me to, you know, rise above that and do something with my life. Um, so after I graduated high school, I moved down to Florida, moved down to Orlando. And I was in Orlando for maybe 10, 11 years.
Okay.
Did the community college thing, did UCF. Um, I worked every job you can think of down there. And I had a job I was fortunate enough to come in, kind of learn. You go through the ups and the downs. You know, you're at the bottom of the totem pole and you just kind of just grind your way up. And I was fortunate
Right.
enough to be in a position where they were like, hey, we're going to transfer you to Philly and give you a new opportunity to do something else. And that's how I landed in Philly.
Yeah. So,
That's
all
dope.
right. So, did you have like you talk about family? Did you have both parents in your life?
Um, nah, it was always for as long as I can remember. It was always my mom and my older sister.
Mm.
Um, my dad, you know, you hear the stories. You know, my dad used to be there. And I don't know, maybe 5, 6. We kind of had that disconnect. Um, I think it was some tension between like him and my mom, and he's one of those guys. Unfortunately, I guess he took it out on me.
Right.
So
Right.
I would sparingly see him. I mean, it was rare, maybe a couple times a year. Um, and then when I graduated high school, he ended up passing. And but before he passed, we had met. He came to like my graduation party, and we sat and talked, and you know, we kind of like tried to like bury the hatchet for the most part. Tried to, you know, reconvene and start over. Um, and I think like maybe like 2 months later, he ended up passing. So it was one of
Mm.
those things where it was like, yeah, you kind of got
Bittersweet. Yeah.
you were fortunate enough to kind of have like a good conversation, not end on bad terms, not end with so much like hatred and like larceny
Yeah.
in your heart towards a person. But on the other hand, you're like, dang, like what could have happened? What kind of relationship we could have built?
Yeah.
Right. Right.
So those type of things those were things that were like very instrumental in like molding me and like shaping me to be the man that I am today. Because for so much, I had so much like it was like an empty void.
Yeah.
Like something was always missing, and you would always try to like fill it. I would try to fill it with like the wrong type of stuff, not so much like drugs and all that type of stuff, but just like I don't know. I would take my frustration or whatever I felt I was missing out on like random women, and you know you find yourself doing stuff that you ain't supposed to be doing to certain women when you at you know that 20 to 25 age. But
Yeah.
as you get older, you realize how immature you were and how much you needed to grow. And
Yeah.
here I am at 35. I'm very fortunate that you know I got those lessons early, and I was able to survive
Yes.
and learn from them, pass them on. I'm a soon to be father, so I can pass them on to my child.
Okay. So after you left Rochester, New York, you came to Florida, and you went to school,
Yeah.
and what happened after that? Like,
So
what's your Florida life like? What was that like?
so when I was in Florida, I don't my older sister was living in Florida originally, and I was living with her, and she ended up moving back to Rochester, so it was just me after about 2 years. Um, and like my first like real job that I had that like I needed to like pay bills, I was working at Kmart, and
Yeah, hold up. They still got Kmart's?
I mean they still had Kmart's at that time. Oh,
Okay, okay, all right.
it might be like two left. You know how like it's like one blockbuster left in the world. I think it's like it might be like 11 Kmart's left on Earth.
Okay.
So yeah, I was working at Kmart. I was working in the electronics department. Yeah, I was in the electronics department, and ended up losing that job. and I started to work at this screen print company. We was like making T-shirts, and I would work there all day, all night, and then I got fired from that job. I forgot.
Why you got fired?
I don't even remember, man.
Oh, okay.
It was like over a vending. It was like something about like a vending machine. Like I think I got accused of like taking somebody like honey bun out the vending machine or some wild shit like that, bro. Like it wasn't true, but
You were still like busting on your day off, man.
Hey, they always gotta blame the nigga. They always gotta blame the nigga.
But then after that, I had applied. I had saw this one ad. It was for like this tattoo apparel company. It was called Steadfast, and I applied to that, and it was completely out of my element. Like it was like a whole different, like you got like all these rock, punk, gothic type of characters working there. Here I am, like this young, tall, slinky black kid. I'm like, yo, this ain't gonna work. This not gonna like this is stupid. This like going to work in the middle of Arkansas. Like, what were you doing here? So I got the job, and we was like working in the warehouse, and all we do was just you come in, you would like pick an order, pick T-shirts, little small novelties, pack them up, put them in a little plastic baggie, ship them out. We would ship them out all over the world, and we was working there, and that's how me and BU first met.
Hey, I didn't like this nigga when we first met either. Like, no, I ain't gonna say I didn't like him, but I knew him before. But this nigga was like, huh?
Why don't nobody? Why you don't want to be liking people? Because I ain't like that.
Hey, nah, because I mean I'm me, nigga. What? Nah, but the nigga told me I smell like a sandwich.
But you did. But hold on.
Tell the story.
But all right, let's be honest.
All right, we can tell how we met. Tell them how we met and everything.
So obviously, yeah, I started working at Steadfast first, and then you, I guess maybe like a month later, something like that, maybe even less, you kind of joined on. But we very first met we was taking the bus,
Yes.
104 East Colonial, and you was going to Jimmy John's, and I was on my way to Steadfast, and then I'm sitting in the back of the bus, and I see you hop on, and I look up, I'm listening to music. I'll never forget this, bro. I will never forget this. You hop on. I'm like, bro, why it smell like tomatoes all of a sudden, bro? Like it smelled like tomatoes all of a sudden. And I look up, I see you. I'm like, it's got to be this tomato smelling dude, bro. So we go about I go about my day, bro. So I go to work, and then maybe a couple hours later, no lie, the same dude walk in with the same Jimmy John outfit on, and I'm like, yo, hold on, nah, this is weird. Like this is weird. And that's how it all started, man.
Yeah, I used to make subs, bro. Like we used to ride the same bus and ended up at the same job. Mm-hmm. And I used to make subs.
And it was that was
hey. You got me fucked up though. I ain't smell like tomatoes. You got me fucked up.
I mean, it's cool. Listen, this is your podcast. I ain't gonna disrespect you.
You can do what you want. Hey, you say what you want.
If you didn't smell like tomatoes, then you didn't smell like tomatoes.
That boy said you smell like tomatoes.
Tomatoes, bro.
Yeah, going to work. I was going to work. I smell like tomatoes going to work.
Yeah, because you probably didn't wash your shirt. It's probably the same shirt from yesterday. That's all.
They don't say your uniform, nigga.
Listen, bro, we was struggling at that time.
Nah, we hey, real shit, Tonyo. Mister, nigga, we were riding the city bus.
I mean,
I don't know what were we getting paid at when we both started working together?
We was getting $7.25.
Nigga, yes.
Yeah.
$7.25, bro. And then it was so bad that like we would work a full like 40-hour shift, get our check be like $300, $325, and we would try to go cash it. And then the accounting was so bad at the job we was working at that like our boss would tell us like, yo, don't cash this check until like next Tuesday because we don't have any funds to actually pay you for the hours that you worked.
Yes.
What?
Yeah.
Nigga, yes, we done been through some shit. Like, yeah.
We would
That's
work
crazy, bro.
Like we were relying
overtime.
on that check, and then like we can't even cash it yet. So
We
we've
would
been
work
waiting all week for
overtime.
that.
We would work overtime, but we didn't get paid overtime. There were so many federal laws that were broken working there, bro. But I don't even want to like. It's not even a bashing thing, bro, because like looking at where I am now, I had to work there to like install the work ethic that I have now. I had to have worked there. Like everything worked out accordingly.
Yes.
So it's all good.
Yeah,
But,
I mean, all right, go ahead. What you were saying?
I was about to jump to like how we went from Steadfast to Ink, but
oh yeah, jump to that, yeah.
So I don't know, I think it was maybe about 3 years we were all working there, and like I said, this was a tattoo apparel company, and Ink magazine, which if people don't know, is like the largest tattoo publication on earth, right? They bought the company that we were working at. So when they bought us out, they wanted to kind of build on their e-commerce because they would sell the same thing that we would sell, but they were selling to like a larger group of people. So what they did was they relocated a few people that were working at Steadfast in Orlando to Philadelphia, which was like they had like 2 hubs. They had one in Manhattan and one in Oxford Valley, which is like outside. It's like the suburbs of Philadelphia. It's like an hour and a half away from Philly. So they relocated me, BU, and no, actually it was just us 2. Yeah, they just relocated me and you.
Niggas.
Pretty much. They relocated us to Philly, and I'll never forget. We left in December, and
nigga, I drove a U-Haul from fucking Orlando, Florida to fucking Philadelphia.
Yeah,
with this nigga just chilling.
I forgot all about that. I forgot we drove the U-Haul.
Nigga, yes.
Because I'm thinking about the flight. Because eventually
fucking flight. There was no flight. Hold up.
No,
nigga, I drove and then I drove though.
Yeah, I remember we drove up because we.
And then you was comfortable. Like I wasn't comfortable. You was comfortable, and then it's in the winter time. Like nigga, what we driving? And then nigga, what we driving from in a U-Haul carrying all this shit.
Yeah, and see, him being from New York, he was used to all that. The weather, the way of living.
That
up there,
nigga ain't drive shit. I drove the whole way.
He drove the whole way. But no, at that point, like my blood had thinned out, bro. I was already down there 10, 11 years. So like I was used to Florida weather. Yeah. So yeah, that is true. When we first went up to Philly to like see everybody, get an idea, try to get like, because we didn't have nowhere to stay, nothing. We was just like moving to Philly. We didn't have nothing set up. So we first went up there, met like who our new bosses and stuff was gonna be. We did drive up. And then we came back. We came back to Florida. And I think that was like when I finally got the chance to pack everything up.
Right.
And then I flew to Philly. And I never forget, it was like 80 degrees in Florida. And when I got to Philly, it was like -5. And I was like,
God damn.
This about to be some bullshit.
Right.
So we get to Philly, and like I said, we didn't have nowhere to stay. So they put us up in a first couple of nights, they put us up in a little nice bougie hotel. We were like, all right, this wasn't too bad. They give us rides to the job back and forth. A week later, they was like, hey, we know you guys don't got anywhere to go. We're gonna put you up in a hotel for a month. Because we'll give you a month to figure out where to live. So we're like, all right. So they put us up in the Red Roof Inn. Now, for a lot of people who don't know, the Red Roof Inn, they notorious.
I remember that. Yeah, I remember that.
We in the Red Roof Inn, 1 bedroom with 2 beds for a month.
And he got to deal with me.
A month. No lie.
I am sorry for you, Chris.
Bro, a month. 1 room, 2 beds, bro. 1 TV. Every single day, I had to look at this dude, bro. Every single day, bro. I had to work with this dude. We took lunch together. We went back to the hotel room together. We went to sleep together. Pause.
Hey, hold the fuck up. Wait, we didn't went to sleep together. You got me fucked up.
Side by side. You on this side of the room, I'm on that side.
All right. Hey, you got me fucked up. All right.
But for a month straight, bro, like it was literally like jail. It was like jail.
Yeah,
because
it was.
We were an hour and a half away from the actual city of Philly, so we couldn't do nothing. There was nothing around us.
What was it? Langhorne, right? Langhorne.
Yeah, we were. Yep, Langhorne.
Yeah.
So we survived off of like pizzas and like Chinese food every other day.
Yes.
And then we was working together, and at the time, I know BU, he had the twins on the way.
Yes.
So in the back of my mind, I'm like, all right, he just moved to Philly, but he got 2 kids on the way. Like, he gonna be a deadbeat, or he gonna ditch me. So we finally get an apartment, right? We get an apartment in it's in North Philly, right?
Right.
This is like run down, abandoned looking, like industrial building, and it was, what was it? I think it was like maybe, what was it, 2 bedrooms? It was 2 bedrooms, 1 bath.
It was dope. It could have been, like, it was dope as in concept wise.
Yeah, right. It was like what they pitched us on was cool. Like it was like, oh, you guys got a jacuzzi tub, you got a loft, and all this other stuff.
Yeah.
Like, all right, cool. Then we get to the apartment, and I'm like, bro, take me back to the hotel. Like, I'd rather stay in this hotel than here, bro. Like the ceiling had duct tape holding it together, bro. We had mice running all around that mother, bro.
Bro, we used to set mouse traps, right? And then nigga, you hear a mouse screaming because it got stuck. Like nigga, yeah. And like we
used to put bread in the soda bottle to try to catch the mice, bro.
Bro,
so, yeah, and then like 2 bedrooms, 1 bath. Pizza is run down, it's raggedy, it's nasty, it's mice everywhere, and they was charging us like $1,500 a month for rent, and we split it both ways.
Crazy,
right? Damn. So we go through it for maybe about 2 months, and then it was a Saturday, I think, and then we just chilling. It's early in the morning. He wake up like, my kid's on the way. I'm out. I gotta leave. What you mean you gotta leave, bro? Rent due next week, bro. I'm happy the kid's on the way, but like, what? You coming back? Like, you gonna Venmo me the money? Like, what we? I'll just hit you up later. He just packed the bag, bro. He went to the airport, and I'm telling you, bro, he never came back.
Hey, my kids come first. Hey, yeah. I left in an emergency, bro. I got that call. I was like, yeah, I'm going. Fuck everything. Yeah. Yeah, and then, but I left my sweatpants. This nigga was wearing my sweatpants. Granted, this nigga's like, I'm 5'8". This nigga's like, fucking whatever. How you 6 what?
I'm like 6'3", 6'4".
This nigga wear my sweatpants.
Yeah,
that's just funny.
Let's keep this in context. The sweatpants was way too big for you from the jump. You had the MC Hammer Jones, bro. You had the MC Hammer Jones to start, bro.
Hey, that's hilarious. Yeah, hey, he was like, you left something behind, and he sent me a picture of him in my sweatpants.
Yo, that's funny as shit, yo.
Yeah, yeah. He left like the sweatpants. He left like some cologne and like some fish
Yeah.
sticks, bro.
Some
You
fish
said some
sticks.
fish sticks.
Yeah, some fish sticks, bro.
Yo, we couldn't leave food out. Like mice would run on the counter, bro. You can leave food out on a counter and they're running through. Tell you, hey, Mister, hey, it was some shit we went through, bro.
Yeah, it was rough. Bro.
So
And we used to have
like,
to take
yo,
we used to take the train out there. Remember?
yeah,
It used to take us like 2 hours to get out there every day from Philly.
yeah, we had to get up fucking like 3 hours earlier. This nigga on fucking Madden gaming.
Mm-hmm.
And
the
betting,
middle
which
of the night.
he's a good gamer. He was good at it. Like I would give him money, and he's like, "Yo, I don't know how that fuck that worked out." He was like, "If I lose, I give you your money back." So he was so confident in himself. I was like, "Shit, nigga, I'm gonna win regardless." Here you go.
That's how I used to like working at Steadfast, bro. That's how I used to like actually make some money to like survive, bro. You would get your little $300 check, and then
Yeah.
I'll be like, yo, BU, give me 50. I'm gonna give you back 125.
Mm-hmm.
Like, all right, bet.
Nigga, I said yes every time.
125. I would turn that 50 into 300, give him his 125 back, and then I'm up.
Yeah.
So that was like my little hustle.
And then, but the life out there in Philly, it was dope. Like, it was dope. It was tragedy. Philly is dope.
Philly is a dope city. I mean, I have a lot of fun now because I actually got some friends. I actually know where to go. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I got places that I can actually have a good time at. But at first, it was tough. I didn't know anybody. I was broke. I was just like, bro, I just got to stay in the house. Like,
Right.
I make friends with these mice or something, bro. Like,
Hey, you remember when we went to what we went? He took us to the drag queen place.
Yeah, our very first day in Philly, they took us to South Street. So South Street is like the big tourist part of Philly for the most part. South Street got a bunch of bars, clubs, and stuff like that. And then our boss at the time, I don't know, I don't know, but he took us to like this drag queen spot, and I didn't, you know what I'm saying? We didn't expect that, so we in there, we had a couple drinks or whatever, and then all of a sudden it's like a whole like drag queen show. Now, I ain't knocking nobody else. We like it, I love it for the most part, but you could at least warned us, bro. Like you got people walking up trying to pull you on stage, and I'm like, nah, I'm good, bro.
No, but you went on stage.
I ain't going on no damn stage, bro. Stop. Ain't nobody going on no stage, bro.
You did something.
You wanted to go rap. That's what happened. You wanted to go release one of your new songs. That's what happened, bro.
Yo, we got Montana Cobain. He just stepped in the building, man. What's going on, Montana?
What's going on, brothers? What's going on?
All right, so Postell, after I left and you continued working there, and I know you moved up.
Yeah.
From that.
So after you left, they only had room for like one black person. So you made it real easy. So now we started working and everything, and I just kind of got obsessed. I got obsessed with the process there, and made good friends, and I was courteous and nice to the right people for the most part. Kind of moved up, and then we ended up relocating to an office that was closer to Philly. So I was working there, and then I got the opportunity to kind of like travel because they would host like tattoo shows at different conventions around the country. Yeah. So what we would do is we would pack up our merchandise, fly it out to whatever city the convention was in, and we just try to sell that merchandise, just try to make some money or whatever. So I was kind of in charge of that. And logistics. Yeah. And then after, I don't know, maybe like half a year of like traveling, whatever, he was making good money. I don't know. I think certain people became a little envious of that. And I think that's where the downfall began with me in that company. Um, things just kind of turned left. And what was best for me was just to kind of like just leave before, I put myself in some bad predicament or something else happened. So I kind of left. And that's when like COVID kind of hits for the most part. I think I had like another little random job in between. Then COVID hits. So everybody was out of work for the most part for the full year. And when I started back working, I saw this gig with the Eagles. So
What Eagles? Philadelphia
yeah,
Eagles?
Philadelphia Eagles, yeah.
Okay.
And I started working there. I was working there for 2 seasons. Working with concessions and then doing a little bit with their e-commerce. And then I saw there was an opportunity with the Phillies to kind of get into their retail department. And I just kind of rolled the dice, and there were some people who kind of vouched for me, some people who I was lucky enough to like make a good impression on. They kind of got me that recommendation, and I've been with the Phillies now as the retail manager for this will be my 3rd season with them. So my goal now is I'm probably gonna stay with them for throughout my career, just because working for a professional team, it has its perks.
Yeah.
But I think being with Philly is a great opportunity. It's a good culture that I work in. I work with a lot of good people.
Yeah.
So it's been a fun ride so far. But I think for the next decade I might just hang out. My goal is to be retired by 45. So
Yeah. Hey, that's my goal too. Fuck it. We got the same goal. All right. So I got a question. I promised one of our interviewers that you're gonna get them tickets. So I got to talk to you backstage after this. So we got
to what, a Phillies game?
Yeah, I know you can make it happen. So we got to talk.
That's easy,
yeah,
bro. Just give me a date.
yeah, I got it. Because I got a response to him, and I told him I'm gonna make it happen, and we're gonna make it happen. So damn. So you were going for the Eagles in the Super Bowl then, since you worked for them.
There was no requirement to be an Eagles fan to work for them. There was not a requirement, bro. I am Rams. I am LA Rams all day. I am not an Eagles fan. I was actually rooting against the Eagles in the Super Bowl. I don't like Eagles fans. My wife is an Eagles fan, so it is.
Oh, so she got on your ass when they won.
Oh man, she was happy, bro. She was. I'm going to the parade.
She was clowning.
I'm going to the parade. Blah, blah, blah.
Hey, so did y'all go to the parade?
We did not go to the parade. She had the option to go to the parade, but she had to go with people that I trusted, and then the people that I trusted ended up not going. So I was like, well, that's that. So
because you ain't want to go.
No, I wasn't going. You couldn't pay me to go to that parade, bro. I was not going to that parade. So I didn't go. She didn't go. She watched it on TV. And, hey, have a good time.
Hey, Mister, what you got?
So as a retail manager for the Philadelphia Phillies, what unique challenges and rewards do you experience in your role?
I think some of the main challenges that I have, I think, are just like keeping expectations. The Phillies are one of those teams where the last 2-3 seasons they've been pretty hot. They've been pretty noticeable. So all of our games, for the most part, are sellouts. So it's tough being. We have about 8 different We have 8 different stores around the building. And my job is to make sure that everything is like staffed and Everything's stacked. Everything, we have the right merchandise all set up. So it's tough where like every game you're selling out and you got to constantly make sure the inventory is accurate, inventory is flowing in apparently appropriately, just so we can try to turn that profit the best way. And me being a young black man in this role, I don't really get second chances. So it's like you got to get it right the first time. Don't nobody want to hear no excuses.
Yeah, I like
Don't
that.
nobody want to hear, oh, this is what happened. Like, so it's a lot of pressure when when you're in that position. And plus baseball, the schedule is so intense,
Intense.
right?
Yeah,
Right. So
hell
you,
yeah.
you do a homestand, right? There's been times where I've literally worked 33, 34 days straight
Straight.
without
Yeah.
a day off. So you do homestands and your schedule, on average during the season, I work maybe 85, 90 hours a week. And that's no exaggeration.
Right.
No exaggeration. And it's not like I'm just sitting at a desk, blah, 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 typing. Like, it's 85, 90 hours a week. I'm walking miles around the ballpark every single day.
Yeah.
And so that from a physical standpoint, it gets a little exhausting. But some of the biggest rewards I think is during the off season, man, because you work so much during the season, you're grinding out so much during the season that when the off season actually finally hits, you get paid to like not go to work. Like I work maybe 2 days a week, and I still
I was gonna ask
get paid
that.
I get paid my full salary. So that's the give and the take, right? You're working 85, 90 hours a week, but when the off season hits, oh, I want a 4 or 5 day weekend. All right, I'm gonna just take it. I'm gonna go to work a couple days. So
You want to ask that question, BU? From
Hey,
Matter?
yeah. What? Hold up. Who's the number one selling Philly jersey?
number one selling Philly jersey, Harper.
Harper. Yeah, that's what
Not even
Matt
close.
had to say. Harper.
Yeah, Harper. It goes Harper,
I was talking about this one, the
Harper,
one on the screen.
Harper, Turner, Schwarber,
And what's
Castellanos.
I know how to say that shit. I ain't gonna say it anyway.
Castellanos.
Yeah, that name.
Harper, Castellano, and Turner.
Yeah, those are our guys for the most part. You got to throw Schwarber in there.
Yeah. So, do you sell out of jerseys? How does it work when you sell out of jerseys?
So what happens is this, right? So when you're ordering merchandise for a sports team,
Yeah.
you order from different vendors, right? So you got Nike, you got New Era, you might can throw like Adidas, stuff like that. It all depends on who you're sponsored by for the most part. But I think every MLB team is sponsored. One of their main vendors is Nike. So all of our jerseys come from Nike Fanatics.
Yeah.
When you're ordering merchandise, you have to order basically a season ahead, right? So next month we start baseball season. All of the merchandise that'll be coming in was already ordered last year at some point.
So that's your off season. Okay, I get it.
Even before the off season hits, right? You're ordering right now. The buyers for the Phillies, they are ordering merchandise for next season, not the season that's about to start, but the season that's starting after this one, right?
Yeah.
So you got to work a whole year ahead because production time. You got to remember all of these vendors. They are producing for not only just your team, but almost probably every other MLB team plus NBA, NFL, right? So the name of the game is trying to anticipate what you're going to need, right? So we run a lot of reports where you try to gauge what's your top sellers, right? Harper. All right, well, how many Harper jerseys do we sell during the season? You probably sell 35,000 jerseys, right?
And what was his performance last season? Yeah, I get
Yeah,
it.
you sometimes you got to take into consideration if the player had a bad year. It was like, all right, this player sucks. So now a lot of
Yeah,
people are buying his jersey. They're not buying his T-shirt. So we're not going to buy a bunch of his merchandise this year,
yeah.
right? But when you're trying to gauge how much merchandise you're going to need, it gets a little tricky, right? Because players get traded. You know what I'm saying. Players get hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Harper can get hurt. God forbid. You know what I'm saying. Harper pays a lot of our bills, so God forbid Harper gets hurt. But he can get hurt, and then nobody's really buying Harper jerseys because it's like, hey, he ain't really playing. So when you sell out of something, most people are like, yeah, that's a good thing. You're selling all your merchandise, but it also could be a bad thing. It means that you probably didn't do your numbers right, because if you're doing your numbers right, you would know that you needed more jerseys on hand. So in
All
that
right.
case, you kind of got to rush.
Yeah. With that being said, like, how do you find a vendor? How do you?
So with vendors, I think that goes a little bit with the ownership, right? The ownership kind of has connections with certain vendors, and then they kind of pick and choose who they want to work with. We don't really have so much of a say on who we're going to pick. We can have a certain vendor and they can ship us necklaces, right? And every necklace can be crappy, trash, piece of crap, like it breaks as soon as you put it on. And we can say, hey, we're not going to use you anymore. But for the most part, most of our vendors are already kind of like predetermined for us. So we just kind of work with them, and we kind of tell them like, hey, we're looking for a Harper T-shirt in this color with this design. What can you make up for us? And then they'll show us a mock of, hey, we got this, and it's like, all right, yeah, we want to buy 7,000 of those T-shirts.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, I get it. Because I was about to say, yeah, we got a vendor. Hey, he buy our shit. I promote it every time. Yeah.
I mean,
But we'll talk. We'll talk on the side.
I got you.
Yeah, we'll talk. We'll talk about that. But
Man, the marshal said, Alex, what is it? What is his name? Bayern came out of nowhere. How you say his name?
Alex Bohm.
Bone? How you
Bone.
say it?
It's
Bone?
Bohm.
That's how
I
you say
think
that?
Bohm. I think he might have misspelled his Bohm. Alex Bohm.
Yeah.
But yeah, Alex Bohm. He had a good season last year. So we're anticipating, selling a good amount of his merch. When we got to the postseason, he kind of disappeared on us. So we'll see how our market reacts to that. But Alex, we got a really good core. We got a really good roster. Hopefully, I'd like to get a World Series. That'll be kind of dope to actually be a part of the World Series. So,
Right. Especially while
Hey,
you still working for them. That'd be dope, right?
yeah.
yeah, I'm coming back to Philly because last time, yeah, you gave me those Philly tickets,
Yeah, I
and
got you tickets for the Eagles.
yeah, and the lady flew me up for the Eagles. Me and the lady flew out. Yeah, and that was dope. And see, that's why it's good with networking. It's good with knowing people, doing different shit.
Yeah,
And when you get here, I give you Disney or Universal tickets, shit like that.
yeah,
It's reciprocating. You
oh
already
yeah,
know.
yeah, yeah. You scratch my back, I scratch yours, man. You already know. Whenever we're in
Yeah,
Philly, I show you love.
yeah, you
You said
already know.
you said that y'all be doing research. How do y'all come up with y'all numbers and stuff and your analytics for your marketing?
Yeah, so we run all type of. There's so many different metrics that we use to try to get like somewhat of a, I guess you could call it competitive edge on what you're gonna need, what you're gonna want to buy. Because the whole name of the game, is make as much money without spending as much money. That's the
Yeah,
whole name of this game. So in order to kind of capitalize on not spending so much money, you need to know exactly. You try to know exactly what you're going to need. You're trying to know exactly what people are going to want to buy.
yeah,
The tricky part is when you're buying a year before you actually need
Ahead.
it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fashion trends change all the time, right? So right
Right.
now, people could be like, yo, we like roper hats. But next season, roper hats could be out. And now we didn't bought 100,000 roper hats and nobody wants them anymore,
Right.
right? So you we run different metrics where we try to see like, all right, we know between March, April, May, and June, we sell a lot of T-shirts or we sell a lot of fleeces, right? So we try to have enough for those months. And then we know once the summer hits, nobody's buying jackets, nobody's buying hoodies because it's too hot outside, right? So now you want more. You need to have enough summer stuff on it. So you try to run your reports on, all right, during the months of June, July, and August, what did we sell the most of? Oh, we sold the most of like shorts. We sold the most of these type of T-shirts. We sell the most of lady T-shirts and kids T-shirts. So you run all those we run so many different reports. And then it's like, all right, well, what color sells the most during? We get so intricate with
so precise with it.
Yeah. Where it's like, all right, well, what color sells the most? And when does it sell the most? What time of the day do we do the most numbers? Like, all right. And then for the team store, which I'm in charge of too, it's like, all right, well, we got this merchandise. Well, where does it sell the best at? Like when you walk into the store visually, what do you see? You want to visually see your best. You want to see your best stuff as soon as you walk in. So as soon as you walk in my store, you see all of our jerseys laid out. You know what I mean? And then you see all of the stuff where it's like, all right, well, if you buy a jersey, there's reports where it's like every person who buys a jersey, more than likely they'll buy a hat with it, right? So you want to put a hat that matches the color jersey somewhere around it so they visually can see it. So like
that's smart as hell.
But that's all merchandising, bro. That's all merchandising is. It's just trying to figure out the best way to kind of manipulate the brain. Where it's just like, all right, that's why like when you go to a grocery store, you got like as soon as you about to check out, you got like don't forget about this stuff right there. You know what I mean? Hey, don't forget about this magazine. Hey, don't forget about this bottle of water. Don't forget about this gum. That's why it's right there, convenient for you. There's a whole art to it, bro.
I like the way you put that.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. That's dope. That's dope. Just listening though.
So, how do you balance diversity with your interest in retail management and being a cryptocurrency educator?
Oh shit! Let me mute. I need to listen.
So when I first started getting into crypto, right, I really got into crypto maybe a couple years ago. Like during COVID is when I really started to take the stock market real serious. But then a couple years later, I really started to like try to really understand what crypto was about and like what the real like meaning behind it was. So when I really started to do a lot of research on Bitcoin, because that's what I primarily trade is Bitcoin. Like I am heavy on Bitcoin. I don't really buy any of the other coins and all that other digital currency. I just focus on Bitcoin. When I really started to do research on Bitcoin, I started to understand what the whole meaning behind it was, like what it could be, and what the whole point of Bitcoin was supposed to be, right? And Bitcoin was initially like brought into fruition as a way to kind of counter inflation, right? Inflation is what's kicking everybody's ass on earth right now, right? So inflation, you have to understand, once you understand where inflation comes from, you understand how Bitcoin is how you rectify it for the most part, right? So when it comes with inflation, you have all this money being pumped, right? It's all this money is being pumped into the world, and it's devaluing the actual US dollar, right? So if I ask you a question, right, I say, yo, is $10,000 a lot of money? Some people might be like, nah, that's not a lot of money. Some people will be like, yeah, that is a lot of money. But for me, I would say, well, $10,000 out of what? Right? If you ask me, is $10,000 out of 1 trillion a lot of money? The answer is no. Is $10,000 out of $11,000 a lot of money? The answer is hell
yeah.
So when it comes to inflation, there's so much money every day being pumped into the world that the actual US dollar is being devalued like significantly, right? It's literally, there's nothing you can do about it. That's why when That's why when people buy a house, right? You buy a house. Say you buy a house and it's $100,000. Obviously, houses cost way more than that, but I'm just gonna throw out numbers. You buy a house that's $100,000, and a few years later, you say, "Oh, my house went up in value." Right?
Right.
My house,
Equity.
right? Well, not so much equity, but people, the government comes, the state comes, and they say, "Hey, we're going to assess your house, and your house is worth $200,000 now." So to
Right.
you, you
Okay.
like, "Oh shit, I'm up 100 bands. My house
Right.
is right. I'm making money." But you're not actually up that much money, right? Because the actual amount of money that $100,000 is already being devalued, right?
Right.
So on paper, it says you're up $100,000, but a few years later, you can't buy as much. You can't buy as much stuff with
With
$100,000 4 years
$100,000.
later as you could when you first bought it. So that money that you
Hmm.
think you're up, you're not really up that much money, right? So when I really
Okay.
started to understand about Bitcoin, and I really understand like what the whole point of it was, Bitcoin, there's only 21 million Bitcoins that can be mined, right? No more.
Right.
After you get to 21 million, that's it. It's done. You can trade it back and forth, but that's it. Nothing else can be mined. The price of Bitcoin, maybe let's say it's $95,000 right now. Obviously, everyone knows it used to be way cheaper back in the day, but nobody took it serious.
Right.
The price of Bitcoin is only going to go up because once people start to understand its value, that's why you see all these different corporations starting to back it, right? You even got the president backing Bitcoin. It's going to slowly build its momentum and it's just going to skyrocket, right? Um, so I try to teach, my friends, my family, that don't use Bitcoin as a way to like try to get rich quick, right? I use Bitcoin as a savings account. So what I do is I put my money, instead of putting my money in your regular banking savings account, I put mine into Bitcoin,
Bitcoin.
and then I'm just going to sit back, and the gains that I'm going to get on that are going to be significantly higher in due time than in a traditional bank. Now, I'm not telling people, hey, take all your money out and put it in crypto and just sit back and watch. I'm telling people, do your research, right? Understand what you're fighting against, right? You're fighting inflation. Inflation
Right.
is what's killing everything.
Yeah.
And Bitcoin is the answer for inflation because it can't be manipulated, right? It's not backed by governments, it's not backed by banks, right? There's nothing you can do. And then eventually people are gonna wake up, bro, 4 or 5 years from now, and Bitcoin's at 95K right now. And when Bitcoin is at like 400, 500K, I'm gonna just sit back and be like, yo, I told you so, man. I told you so.
Hey, hold the fuck up. Hey, with that being said, we need information. We need to continue our group chat that we had, me, you, and Mister, and put us on game about getting into that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because it's never too late,
It's definitely not. A lot of people, they look at the price and they're like, yo, bro, it's too late, bro. Like, it's way too high. It's not too high because you're not using your actual don't use your US dollars to buy Bitcoin thinking that you're going to sell it and get rich quick, right? If you got a regular savings account, most people probably put $25 a week, $50 a week or whatever.
Yeah.
If you can put $25, $50 a week in Bitcoin and then just sit back and watch, the amount of money that you will make from that a few years from now will be so much higher than you will with a regular bank. Because the more that people buy it, the more that people buy Bitcoin, the more valuable it will get. It can't be inflated. And that's the difference between Bitcoin and the US dollar. The more dollars that they put out into the world, the less valuable your $1 in your pocket becomes. That's why eggs are $1 million. That's why it costs $1 million to buy eggs. It ain't
Yeah.
so much of this whole bird flu that's going around where eggs. Yeah, that might have a certain part with it, but everything is significantly higher because of inflation.
Yeah.
The same, you can't buy what you can buy with $10 now that we could 20 years ago, right? Remember, we can go to the corner store with $1 and come back with half of that bitch in our pocket,
Oh, my mama.
right? You can't do that now. So the dollar bill hasn't changed, right? But everything that you could get with $1 has, and it's only
God damn, hold on. Hey, you talking some shit right now. Hold
and
on. Yeah.
it's only going to get worse, bro. Like that's why I get so frustrated. Like when they have these elections, bro, and then you got all these people like we're gonna cut inflation and we're gonna do this. How are you going to cut? You can't cut inflation. It's impossible to cut inflation.
Yes.
It's literally impossible, right? In order to cut inflation, somebody has to take a loss. Who's going to take that loss? If you're going to cut housing prices, that means the banks that own the houses are going to take a loss. That's not
Yeah.
that's not
Facts.
going to happen. You know what I mean? That's not
And
going to
they
happen.
ain't going.
So what happens is when you own a home, that's why I used to be really big on like, oh, I want to get into real estate. I want to start flipping houses and this and that. And then I kind of really understood that whole concept. And I'm like, bro, like, I don't even think I want to do that because when you own a home, like I said, you buy a house for $100,000, you gotta you gotta pay your taxes on it, right? You gotta pay all of this other stuff. You gotta get it insured. And then what happens when your insurance and your property taxes go up every
Hey,
few
hey,
years?
that's funny as fuck because my shit went up to $4,000. My mortgage just went up $4,000.
Because your
After
property
at
taxes went up, right?
$4,000 a month, like fucking like
So
bro.
you want to see how sick of a game that's being played with us, that a lot of people just not hip to it. They increase your property taxes, right? And they say, hey, BU, we're gonna charge you an extra $500 every month, right?
Yes.
But guess what? Your home value just went up some. You know, your house is worth maybe about $15,000 more. But you know what? Everything that you could buy with that costs more around it, bro. So like the key isn't having more money, right? That's
Yeah.
not the game. A lot of people are like, yo, I want all this money. I need this money. The key is not having more money. The key is having more buying power, right? You want to be able to buy more stuff at the same price that it should cost, right? So
Yeah.
like when if you got if a house that costs a house in the 70s might have cost $20,000, right? Your grandfather bought that house at $20,000. You fast forward now, the taxes that you pay on that house is $20,000, right? Because of inflation. So
So
think about it.
you
Every
ain't getting
year
shit.
you're buying that house over and over and over. Nothing has changed about that house. Does that house magically fly out the sky and all this? Nothing has changed about that house.
Yeah.
It's a wicked game that they play. So I try to push Bitcoin to kind of get people to understand that, like, hey, your money, don't let your money go to waste.
All right, push it to me. Yeah. After this, we're gonna talk. Yeah, push it to me.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
we'll talk. We'll talk. We'll have a
But
conversation.
but I don't want to answer your question as to how I balance everything. Um, I think the key for me is just like time management, right? Right. Like I you gotta have a plan, right? You gotta figure out what you value. You gotta figure out who you value, right? My friends and my family are who and what I value. So you always gotta make time for that.
Yeah.
Obviously, you gotta have a job to work to be able to do the things that you want to do. But then after that, it's like, all right, well, what's important to me, right? What's important to me is, trying to educate my loved ones on this or that. If I
Yeah.
still game from time to time, that's like third. That's like third on my priority list. Um, but it's really just being able to separate that work life in that personal family and friends life,
Yeah.
being burnt out is inevitable, right? Everybody get burned out. But if you're passionate about the stuff that's burning you out, you'll always figure out a way to get back into that groove for the most part.
Yeah.
Right.
All right, mister.
All right. So I got another question for you, bro. How do you see the future of Bitcoin and evolving into like retail sector?
Yeah. So, I mean, right now, there's already so many different merchandisers that's allowing you to pay with crypto. So it's inevitable. Like I said, eventually cryptocurrency will be as common and it'll be a household name, just like how buying with your Visa or MasterCard is. You just got to give it some time. But eventually, all of these other retailers, all these other merchandisers and retailers will have to adapt to currency, right? Um, once everybody gets kind of put on to game, you either adapt or you die. So to answer your question, like it's inevitable. Like every retailer eventually will offer the option to use cryptocurrency, and then once people start to understand how much cheaper it is to use cryptocurrency, for example, because it's not backed by any banks, right? So
Right.
because it's not backed by any banks, there's no like transaction fee. There's no there's no chargebacks. Buying stuff from international, you open up a whole new market of customers, right? So you can have somebody who owns Bitcoin that lives in Zimbabwe, who normally can't use their Visa, debit, or credit card to buy something in Orlando, but because you use Bitcoin and I accept Bitcoin, now I got a whole new market of customers.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's like I said, it's inevitable, bro. Retailers, you're going to save a lot of money. Processing fees, like I said, international, globally, it's just going to become the norm, bro. You just got to give it time.
How do you balance like all this shit you do? You do a lot. How you balance it?
I care, right? So when I care about like the stuff that I'm doing, and I value my time.
Yeah.
So because like my time is my number one priority, because you can't get any more of it. You can't. Once you lose it, it's gone. I pick and choose who I spend that time on with. I've cut out a lot of the bullshit in my life, as far as like hobbies,
Everything.
and then even people. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
having around people in your life can be super toxic. You know what I mean? It can be super draining. But like your mantra, like the mantra you probably still go by it, man. You're trying to build.
Yeah,
Right?
you already know. I'm trying to build.
I'm trying to build. I'm the prototype of my family, bro.
Yeah.
I am the prototype.
Right.
I'm the first person in my family to ever like be on pace to be a millionaire.
Yeah.
And to me,
Exactly.
that's fueling me. Like I want to be the first person in my family to be a millionaire. I'm the prototype.
Exactly.
So like when you got a plan and you got a goal in your mind, it's nothing really that can deter me, bro. Like I got a kid on the way. I got a wife to take care of. I got family to take care of, bro. So I'm not gonna let anything or anyone stop me from educating myself to put myself in a better position to provide.
To win.
So
Yeah.
it don't matter. Yeah, I'm gonna get my sleep when I need it, but bro, you only need 3-4 hours to be functional. So
Yeah, that's what I get. Hey, I ain't gonna lie to you.
Facts.
So you would say you got tunnel vision, pretty much.
oh yeah, man. I got tunnel vision 100%, bro. Like
Yeah.
I'm locked in right now.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I'm trying to bring people with me, bro, because everybody has a responsibility, right? If you got the ability, you have the responsibility
Yes.
to
God
help somebody.
damn, I got right. Hold on, I got right that down. You can keep talking. I got right that
So
down.
like when you see somebody and you like, yeah, bro, like you making some bad decisions, bro. Let me give you some game, bro. You ain't got to do it like this, bro. I mean,
Right.
we'll put you onto something that can make your life a little bit easier, bro. It can make your mama life a little bit easier. That's all I be on right now, bro. Like, we all grind, we all shine.
We all grind, we all shine.
Yeah, if you got the ability, you got responsibility.
I
Okay,
got a
like,
question about crypto.
all right,
What's
ask
up?
your question.
So with the crypto, right? Because I watched my little brother get into the stock market, and I seen that man run up a half a M in a year and a half span. But it would be on some shit like he's watching the stock markets from 4 in the morning, way before they open, and then he's on his phone trading all day, doing what he gotta do to make the money off of it. So
Right.
with the crypto, right? Is it something where you just sit and let your money fester, or do you have to observe the trades that's going on in it, or something like that? Like, how does that
If
work?
you trade in what I call like shit coins, like Donald Trump, right? He put out that shit coin, right? Everybody was going crazy over that Trump coin, and then his wife even put out the even shittier coin. When you watch stuff like that, because it's so volatile, and by volatile I mean like it can go up, it can go down, it can go left, like it's crazy. You can't predict it. You gotta watch it like a hawk, right? Just like how like your little bro who watching the stock market, it sounded like he trading stock options for the most part. If he ran up half of M, it sounded like he trading options, right? And I still trade options myself for the most part, but because it's so time consuming, I had to like weigh the good with the bad, right? Because you literally
Gotcha.
you gotta watch entry points, you gotta watch your exit points, you gotta figure out when's a good spot to like, all right, we're gonna get in here, and then all right, yo, if it gets to this point, we're getting out. It's you can win, you can make a bunch of money real quick, you can lose a bunch of money real quick. But with Bitcoin, it's one of those things where it can get volatile, it can get a little choppy, right? Like a lot of people, they'll put a few $100s in, and they're like, yo, Bitcoin just dropped, bro. I'm losing money. You're not losing money, bro. You only lose money when you sell. You
Gotcha.
only lose money when you sell. So if you put money in, if you're doing your research and you putting your money in something that you are confident, you're not going to lose. Like I said, like Bitcoin is just one of those things where unfortunately it hasn't even touched where it's going to be, bro. It's at 95K, and that ain't even close to what it's going to be. No lie, a decade from now, I really think one Bitcoin will be worth over 10 M's.
Shit. That
Hey,
made a whole
yeah.
lot of
Hey,
sense,
we're
though.
gonna talk after this, and then
Like
I'm
I
getting
could
into.
like I'll be happy to come back on because like I could deep dive a real Bitcoin session and explain like the whole Bitcoin mining and the blockchain and why I know it's going to be worth M's years from now. Like, but that'll take some time. Like I gotta write some shit in crayon and shit for y'all, bro. So
Oh, so this part one. That's what you said. This part one.
it could be part one, bro. I'll
Yeah,
come back,
nah,
man.
yeah.
Just let
This
me know.
part one,
I'll do this whenever
Mister.
y'all want me to, bro. Just let me know.
I
I
already
mean, it ain't
know.
even got to be about me, bro. I can talk
Yeah,
whenever.
I got you. I already know, Mister.
Man, Marshall, he got a statement. He said, that's what they want you to turn. That's why they want you to turn in all your coins, your nickels, your dimes. He said they want nothing but digital currency. They said that raw material is what wealth is.
Yeah, I mean, raw materials. When you talk about, I mean, like gold, silver, those type of things, they're always going to carry its value. And but yeah, when he says that like your pennies, nickels, and dimes is becoming worthless, it's true to a certain point. You know, they are slowly trying to change. People throw out that whole New World Order thing,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
There's a it's not as as far fetched as people take it to be. You know,
right, right.
right? If the New World Order, like I said, it's going to be something that people eventually you're going to have to adapt to, bro. There's so many. I don't want to get on this whole conspiracy theory thing, but there are there's going to be some things that like people are like, yo, like what the fuck is going on out here? Like, yo, they really they're slowly programming us to kind of conduct in a certain act in a certain manner. Like, I just want people to be educated, right? If you're educated, you got a fighting chance. That's how I look at it, man. Just take some time. If you care about yourself, if you care about your loved ones, man, educate yourself, because change is inevitable, and if you don't adapt, you become extinct, bro. Look at taxis, look at Red Box, look at Kodak. So,
All right. Mister, you want to read that?
Famous person as the Illuminati, NWO.
nah, I mean, I don't know so much about the Illuminati. They go down that rabbit hole, but the powers that may be, man. When the spectrum for how we look at like U.S. currency is going to change, in our lifetime. Like our children, I'm pretty confident when our children are our age, the U.S. dollar won't be used like how we use the U.S. dollar. Like,
right.
That's all. I'm trying.
So pretty much what you're doing is you're setting your family up for generational wealth. Right
Absolutely.
now.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
So yeah, we gotta have a deep dive after. Well, I'll call you tomorrow. We have a deep dive after, and then I gotta get right into it too as well.
Yeah, man. You just want to be prepared.
Yeah.
I don't want you to wake up like, damn, bro, this motherfucker Chris was right, bro.
Yeah,
Bitcoin,
I don't want that, nigga. I don't want
$300,000.
that shit either, nigga. I'm trying to get on now.
Like, damn, there's like Bitcoin at 350. Like, damn.
I'm about to put that shit in. Hey, since money tomorrow. Yeah, so we gonna talk.
Because I'm gonna come back like when Bitcoin hit like $500,000, I want to come back and I'm be like, ha ha, I told y'all.
Yeah.
I told y'all.
Hey, you ain't gonna ha ha me, nigga. You got me fucked up. I'm about to be on. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, yeah. All right, so yeah, we're gonna have a talk. We're gonna have a talk tomorrow.
For sure, man. Yeah, I would love to come back and do like a real deep dive, and like I could really like break it down, like Bitcoin for dummies. Like like you got the books, like
yeah,
I could come back. I would love to come back and like really do like a true deep dive. Like it'll take way too long to do that.
Hey, all right. So when you coming back to Orlando so we can hit the cigar bar again?
I'll be back.
Because you put me on cigars. Yeah, you put me on cigars heavy.
I'll be back for your wedding.
All right, we'll talk about that. So
you could always come to Philly too, bro. Like
That's what I was gonna say. When's the first Philly game?
My first game is March 31st.
Yeah, I can come whenever.
Come whenever, bro. I got 4 bedrooms. I don't care.
Hey man, what you sipping on today?
What I'm sipping on?
Yeah.
Let me put that in. Balvenie.
Okay then.
Smile.
Oh, you fancy, huh? Yeah.
That's that grown ass man drink right there.
That's what we do. Like when he come here, we go to the cigar lounge. We sip like that, what he's sipping on, and then we smoke our cigars.
That's that drink you drink after a long day at the office right there.
I come home from work. If it's real stressful, bro, I'll go have a cigar on my deck, have a glass, and then I'm ready to talk to my wife. But she know I come in the house, I give her that look like,
hey,
I want to hear it.
Today.
I want to hear it. Let me go have a cigar. Then I'll listen to your day. I'll listen to I'll listen to what Tasha did. I'll listen to what all day.
What's your favorite type of cigar?
It used to be like Pappy Van Winkle's. Lately, it's been Liga Privadas. They got like a whole insane series of different type of Liga Privadas. I got like some Cubans, but they, to my opinion, they gas. They
Yeah.
gas up Cubans, bro. I can get the same effect for half the price from, you know what I mean? From
What's that effect? Like, you get high?
yeah, I mean, you get like you don't get like marijuana high, but you get you get a little bit of a head high.
Yeah.
It's a good taste when you, depending on whatever type of cigar you're having, you know, it can leave a good taste. I tend to smoke now more bolder cigars, so you know, if you
What's
inhale
that?
it,
What's the cigar you gave me? It was Melania or some shit.
I don't remember.
Yeah, it's like
I think
Melania.
that was illegal too. It was just a different brand.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So Mr. Yeah. So when he comes to Orlando, we have boss talks. He comes here to talk business, literally with me. Like we have boss talks, and we go
Yeah,
to
man.
the cigar lounge.
The last time I came, bro, we was talking Bitcoin. And we was
Yeah. We
I
have
was
boss
putting
talks.
you on. I was putting you on to Roth IRAs and all that stuff, bro. Like,
Yeah.
like just ways that you can. At this point, bro, you want your money to be making you money, bro.
Yes.
That's the name of the game, bro. That's how motherfuckers is getting rich, bro. Their money is
Yeah.
making money, bro.
So yeah, I'm definitely hitting you up tomorrow.
So to anybody
We
that's
going.
watching, get you a Roth IRA, bro. If you work, get you a Roth IRA. 30 years from now, you be like, man, I'm glad I opened one up.
Yeah, we're gonna have some big talk tomorrow. I ain't gonna call off work, but you know I'll be in the car talking. Hey, that drink smooth? Is it?
Yeah, it's smooth, bro. It ain't no real like, bro. And it's chill, man. I need to put some more ice in it, but it's good, man. Balvenie it's a good scotch. So that's my go-to whenever I want to chill. So I wanted to come on here and you know I owed y'all this. We were supposed to link a couple weeks ago, but you know life happens. But
And life comes first.
Y'all got something good, man. This is actually I was a little nervous at first, but
Nigga, I'm nervous before every podcast. I'm nervous. I'm the most nervous person, and then I actually end up being the most outspoken person.
right.
I don't know how the fuck that happens. I don't know how, but I be nervous, nigga. I'm nervous every episode.
Yeah.
Every time I'm nervous.
Yeah, I've watched a few of them because I wanted to kind of get an understanding of what y'all message was because I didn't want to come on here and just talk. I wanted to say something that I wanted to kind of convey something that people hopefully can kind of take from and just, even if you don't believe me, it sparks something in your head to maybe just look up what I said so you can raise your own opinion.
Yeah,
exactly.
So I think what y'all doing is super dope. And like I said before we went live, bro, y'all the Black Joe Rogans, bro. It ain't too many of y'all that's out here, bro. So I appreciate being a part of this, man. It's super dope, bro. And I'm definitely rooting for y'all. So I'm gonna definitely keep supporting y'all, man. This is cool.
Man,
I love it. I love you too, bro. I love it. I love you. You know, I love all y'all. We brothers.
Exactly.
You know, we got to stick together.
Listen, man, I can't. You stay with a motherfucker in a hotel for 30 days, bro. I done seen you good, you bad. I done seen your Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle draws, bro. Like, you locked up, bro.
Hold up. Hey, when they Ninja Turtle draws?
Yeah, bro, your little punk panties, bro. You had the little Michelangelo punk panties on.
Hey,
wow, bro.
I went to school with niggas like you. I went to school with niggas like you.
You was like 27 years old wearing Ninja Turtle draws, bro. Like, nasty.
I went to school with niggas like you, bro.
That's cool. I didn't go to school with people like you, bro.
Hey, because you ain't gonna find nobody like me. You. That's why. Hey, you was never. Hey.
This is funny. Hey, look. So you know the name of the podcast is Art for Change, and so we ask a lot of people when they come on. So we're gonna ask you what does the phrase or what does Art for Change mean to you when you hear it?
I think you got to be open-minded, right? You got to have the ability to. You got to have the ability to not think you know everything, right? And you got to be open. You got to be open for change. You got to understand that like change can be a good thing, and there's so many different things that can affect change in your life. Um, as long as you got an idea of what you value, who you value, how you want to value it, bro, you're always going to be on the right path, right? Like, so when you say art for change, bro, like it's a good mantra. It's something that unfortunately I think a lot of people in our community don't take too serious. They look at change as like as being attacked, as like, oh, I'm wrong. Oh, what you trying to say about me? Like, why you think I'm like? They get real defensive.
Yeah.
And I think sometimes that's how you get left behind, bro. I watch The Sopranos a lot, bro. And there's a quote that I will never forget, bro. And it's one of those, and the quote goes, some people are so far behind in the race that they think that they're in the lead.
Yeah.
Right. And when you really think about that, bro, that shit pertains. It's really accurate for art people.
Yeah, absolutely.
They so far behind that they think they winning.
Yeah. Hey, you know what's funny? Because J. Cole had a quote the opposite of the way, and he was like, "Yo, I'm so far ahead of these niggas that I'm lapping them, and they think I'm behind them."
Yeah.
It's just that's funny. That's funny that you bring that up. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Take the moment and make it perfect, bro.
Just do it and be you. That's all you got to do. You already know.
Hey, lastly, what message do you hope to convey with our listeners that's embracing the change and pursuing diverse interests?
Stand for something. Stand for something, man. Like, don't be gullible to everything and everyone. Find value. Find value in your life, bro. It ain't never too late to change your circumstances, to change your family circumstances. Find something that you're passionate about. Find something that you're good at. Even if it don't make you a shit ton of money at first, bro, at least you have something that is fulfilling to you. I can sleep happy at night knowing that I'm doing something to try to make somebody's life a little easier, genuinely. I ain't out here trying to like mislead people. I ain't out here trying to fuck people's lives up. I can sleep well at night. knowing that.
Okay, I feel that. All right, so hey, you got questions for us? Because I like to be interviewed too.
What made y'all want to do this?
Him, Mister. I did I tell everybody. They probably heard it on and on and on. I didn't want to do this. You know me. I don't want to do this.
I mean, like,
Mister, what made you want to do it?
Okay, so I'm an artist, and I don't feel like there's enough platform for artists, and I wanted to have a platform for people of all spectrum of art to have a platform to come and showcase their stuff, whether they are mainstream or not. You know what I mean? This is a place for, and also for like social change and social injustice, building brands and networking. This what this is, man. I didn't feel like there was enough positive podcasters in this world, so I had to be one. Yeah.
Gotcha. So, is this something that, if given the opportunity to do this on a larger scale, you'd be content doing this for like the duration of your life, or not duration of your life, but for a good amount of your life?
I will.
Absolutely.
I will. I started off not liking it, not wanting to do it, But like one thing about me, I don't give up. So I kept to it because I didn't like it when it started, but I kept to it. And then it's growing. We're growing. Like we're growing. We're growing. I didn't want to do it. I didn't want to do none of this shit.
Yeah.
I just wanted to do me and just fucking go to work, go home, take care of my kids. That's it. Like what the fuck. So yeah. But I see a big future if we keep consistency. If we keep doing what we're doing now, like having a person like you on right now, like that's a big thing too. So um, I'm starting to believe. I didn't believe in it at first. I ain't gonna lie to you, but I'm starting to believe.
Right.
I'm really starting to believe in everything, all of it. So, and I'm putting my all in it now, and then finding the right people. It comes with finding the right people, and then like it ain't even about having too many followers. It's like it's about the right people.
Right.
That's what it's about.
Yeah.
Mister.
I mean, yeah. If you get one person who can take what y'all say, like I said, to spark something.
And then it take. That's what I told him after I started liking it. It takes one episode, just like it takes one song for a rapper to blow.
Mm-hmm.
It takes one episode, literally.
No,
Mister.
Like
Yes, sir.
You gonna answer his question?
You appreciate your question for me, brother.
I probably said too much. He forgot.
I forgot what I
I forgot too. That's why I'm like,
because I be saying too much. Hey, am I bad? Like, goddamn.
No. I asked if this was something that you could see yourself doing.
oh yes, oh absolutely.
Yeah, full
Okay,
time.
so
Yeah, okay.
okay, so like my future goals for the podcast would be to be in a position where I'm in the studio doing this full time every day.
Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah.
All right, so if you're in so you're in the studio full time every day. So are you flying people out?
Absolutely.
To do the podcast.
Absolutely. But
come on, BU. You know it take money to make money, so you're gonna have to fly people out. You know, you gotta invest in your business.
You know
That's
what I'm
investment.
Hey. So Montana, why you on here? Hey, you got any questions for us?
For who, y'all?
Yeah, all of us.
Yeah. With okay, so which one of you guys came up with the idea for Motion Mondays? Because I like that. You know what I'm saying? With me being a truck driver, you know what I'm saying? You know, Monday is basically our reset day. You know, we drop off our loads, particularly if you go home on the weekend,
I
you
can
drop off
answer
our
that.
load. You drop off your load. So, you know, it's like for the week and for a lot of people too. But so how did y'all come up with the scheme of the Motion Mondays?
All right, so Mester hit me up and he wanted to name something about a Monday podcast. And I was like, yo, Monday is my worst day because I'd be pissed off. Like it's like, you know, like just like everybody else. I'd be pissed off. This is a conversation me and him had. Like, yeah, he could vouch for me. And we're just naming shit like off and on. I'm like, Matt, this Monday, like, cause niggas is pissed off, and I think he came up with Motion Mondays actually. But so I'm like, yo, people are bothered on Mondays the most, like work people, but we want to get them something to listen to that'll soothe them.
Okay.
So
I like that.
that's how it came up. But we went back and forth, like me and him, like different ideas. We came up with so many names, and we ended up with that. And then so Motion Mondays came with, okay, this our motion. We're gonna start moving, just like you're a truck driver. You're gonna start moving Monday. Hey, straight to it. Motion. You're gonna start your motion for the week. You know.
Yeah.
So that's how that came up.
That's dope. I like that.
Right, Mister, or no?
You're absolutely right, brother.
That's the whole conversation we had. Yeah.
Absolutely.
I like what y'all doing because it's almost therapeutic, bro. It's like a way to like decompress. Like
Yeah.
sitting here having this conversation with y'all before I go to bed, before I get up and go to work in the morning. Like I feel
Yeah.
like I'm gonna sleep good, bro. Like I have like a good outlet to really like talk
Exactly.
some shit
And
off my chest.
that's what this space is, baby.
Yeah,
That's what this space is. Everybody come here and let loose. I noticed that. So
That's
that's what
true, bro.
yeah, everybody, all I guess we come on, bro. This is the same energy, baby. Like this is just the home for that. You know what I mean?
yeah,
And
Like I,
the more I post these clips, the more people see it, they're gonna realize that this is where it's home. I reached out to a lot of artists. You know what I mean? And one day they'll come rock with us. You know what I mean? Because my doors are open at all times. It's all love. You know what
yeah.
I'm saying?
You just gotta give it time.
Oh yeah, that's the
Wait, what's my saying, Postell? Can't rush greatness.
Can't rush greatness.
You
can't
already know. Can't rush greatness.
Yeah.
All right, let's end it.
All right, man. It's been a pleasure having you, my man. I appreciate you being here tonight, bro.
I appreciate the opportunity, man. It's been fun talking with y'all, man. It's good. It's always good to talk to my boy BU, man. It's good to meet you, Mister Man Montana. It's been a pleasure. This was fun, man. I definitely want to come back and
Man,
talk some shit.
doors are open, baby, anytime.
Always, man. This was good.
Yeah, I loved it. I loved it. Hey, I love you, bro.
You
I
already know
love
I
you, bro.
love you,
Hey,
bro.
we gotta make that shit separate. Hey, no pause. Hey, ain't no pause. Hey,
Nah, I ain't worried about
I
that.
love you.
I know where it's coming from, bro. I know it ain't
Yeah, it's from the heart,
infatuated
nigga.
with me, bro.
Yeah,
We've been through a lot, bro. A lot.
yeah, a
So
lot.
it's a genuine respect, bro. Like I
Yes,
respect what you've done. I respect what you're doing, and I know it's vice versa, bro. So
yeah. All
it's
right.
always love, bro. Like
Uh,
it's real, bro. I'm always gonna be your guy, bro.
you already know. All right, I see you in a couple months. You already know.
Already, bro. Just hit me up
All right,
whenever.
love you, bro. All right.
Okay, bro.
All right, man. Till next time, my G.
See you, bro.
Yes, sir. Oh man. And we had a
Yeah,
good show tonight, man. That was dope, man.
yeah. That was good.
You got any closing statements for the people before I close it out, brother?
No, Montana, what you got for us before we end?
um, any closing statements, bro? I was soaking in all the game, bro. Was fitting, man. And I think it was pretty dope for y'all to have somebody of that caliber in the early
Yeah,
stages of the
that's one
show.
of my best friends. Yeah, that's like
You know what I mean? Like, whether it being your friend or not, you know what I'm saying? Like, just, you know what I'm saying? Speaking of the excellence of a black man, you know what I'm saying? Like,
exactly.
bro doing what he got to do, you know what I'm saying? And moving up and, he's giving out
Yeah,
that knowledge and speaking that wisdom. So I find that very dope to have a guest like that within the early stages of the show. It's only showing you that there's more to come. You know what I mean? Like,
oh yeah, we got some shit coming. Hey,
that,
trust me, we got some shit coming.
there is no roof. You know what I'm saying? Sky's the limit. So keep
There's
on
no
busting through
the
that.
sky. Yeah, the sky ain't the limit actually. And we
Nah, it
going
ain't. You know
beyond the
what I'm
sky,
saying?
nigga. We going to space. What the fuck?
But
Yeah,
you guys keep going up, man. Like I said, man, I love the podcast. It's just dope. I was texting you at
yeah,
eight
yeah.
thirty.
I see. Yeah, I see. You was like, yo, what y'all hopping on? Yeah, I see.
Hey,
I
look,
see.
yeah. Let me go ahead and charge
You
my
was on my
headset.
ass. And
I'm
then
just
that
got
made
there.
me get on Mr. Ass. I'm like, Mr. Hey.
Yeah.
Yeah, you was on my ass. Hey,
Hey,
Montana was
I
on my
got it.
ass.
Hey, I was like, cause I already knew. I was like, well, shit, I'm be driving back down tonight, so I know I wasn't gonna be doing nothing. So I was gonna tune in anyway to listen.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah.
shit. Let me go ahead and join in live. You know what I mean? Catch the actual feelings versus hearing it replayed. It's
But
nothing
this
like
Yeah.
shit, the shit we're doing, it's important, bro. Like real
it
shit.
is. It is because y'all, like I said, y'all not just. It's not just about poetry. It's not just about this. It's about all types of things. And like Mister said, people come on the podcast and they let loose. Even myself, I let loose. The few times I was asked, a few questions or whatever, man. So
I like that though. We
it,
like
it,
that.
it's dope. Yeah, you really don't want anybody that's going. I'm not gonna say you don't want anybody, but somebody that's gonna be on your podcast and be kind of held off or standoffish, shall I say?
Yeah.
Right.
Because
Right.
you want that raw. You know what I'm saying? You want pure feelings. You want pure emotions. And you want somebody, to speak on how they really feel, whether you agree with it or not, because that's what's going to provide the content. That's
Right.
Yes.
going, what I'm saying? That's what's going to give it the substance. And y'all boys just keep going, man. I got a smile on my face. Y'all can't see my face. It's dark as hell in this truck, but
Man,
it's,
I
Hey,
appreciate
hey,
that,
so
bro.
so
That
so you
really
proud
means a lot,
you
man.
hey, you
no,
proud
no
of
doubt.
us? You
Am
proud
I
of us?
proud? Man, hell nah, man. I'm fucking hell yeah, I'm proud for real though. Like for real, man. Like I keep saying it again and again. Knowing where we all came from, and
Mm-hmm.
hell yeah, I'm proud. You know what I'm saying? Like seeing where we're going in the directions that we're all headed in our own endeavors of life, bro. This is it's beautiful to me. You know what I'm saying? To know that I got 20-year plus friends that's what I'm saying on their shit. You know what I mean?
Honestly.
Like
Yeah,
or striving to be on their shit. You know what I mean? Because
exactly.
everybody ain't got it figured out. And like you said, greatness can't be rushed, and Rome wasn't built in a day. But look,
You can't
that
rush
motherfucker's
greatness.
still over there, it's still standing. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, man, that's really all my closing statements, man. Y'all boys keep the foot on the gas, man. Y'all found your own lane, so ride that motherfucker. Ride it till the
Oh
wheels
yeah.
fall off.
I
Yeah,
love that.
hey, pedal all the way down. We gassing.
Yeah, man. Like us truckers say, man. Keep the
Hi,
sunny
hi.
side up, rubber side down. Put your foot in the radiator. Come on.
Oh shit, I like that. Hold up.
I love that, bro. Man, I appreciate you, bro, man. You know you're always welcome, baby.
Most deaf, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
hey, Mister, he reached out to me like, yo, I missed last night. I need to get on. I was like, yeah, he reached out. He was like, I need to get on, and like, yeah. I was like, get
Yeah,
on,
I
dude.
seen I seen y'all had another guest last night. I gotta finish watching that one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah,
You had two guests. Oh, yeah. See, I'm
yeah,
missing out,
yeah.
Yeah,
man.
yeah, you'll see. We ain't gonna speak on.
Yeah,
You'll
yeah,
see.
yeah.
Well, hold on. Since we closing out, you know what I mean? Anyone who did catch the last night's show, I just want to apologize again, reiterating that that's not how we do things over here. Um, everything over here is out of love. You know what I'm saying? We don't want no one to feel any type of way. And we're going to be able to agree to disagree whenever we have debates. And that will not be tolerated. So stay tuned. What you got, BU?
Um, I can still talk. What we want to still talk? Yeah, or you gotta go. Like, what we doing?
We can talk, brother.
All right. So, how your week looking? Like, what's your week looking like? I got an event, bro. I got an event.
What's wrong? Talk to me, brother.
All right. So, Tone,
Yeah.
what's your week looking like, Montana?
Um, right now is looking like it's on the up and up, but this winter storm is really it's really kicking my ass right now, man. These past 3 weeks having to deal with avoiding snow and trying to stay away from it and stuff like that. But besides that, I'm gonna remain positive. You know what I mean? And
Where
keep
you
going
where you
forward.
located right now?
Right now, I'm at the about the tip of Virginia, coming down from the Pennsylvania side.
Okay.
So that
So
would be
you headed south. You headed south.
yeah. I'm at I gotta drop off Fayetteville at the ABC Supply. I got a load of shingles, but yeah, I had shot up to where your man's was just. I was literally just around him. Like I delivered in Narvon, Pennsylvania, which is about 45 minutes north of Philly. So when he
Okay.
started saying Philly, I'm like, man, I was just in your neck of the woods. You know what I mean? But yeah, I'm headed back down now, and then I gotta come right back up, try to beat the storm.
How long? So how long you be out? Like how
Hold on,
long?
I think it's my phone
What's
tripping.
the
Say that one
longest
more
you be
time,
on
bro.
the road? How long you be on the road?
Now that I'm an owner operator and not a company driver no more. Let's see. When I first came into the game in 2019, I used to stay out on the road due to the company that I was with for them paying for my schooling and whatnot. I used to be on the road anywhere from 3 to 6 weeks at a time, and that was a grind. That was a process.
Yeah.
Wasn't making the most money in the world. It was but like you said earlier, I didn't give up because I was getting
Never.
paychecks, and I'm like, man, I could make this in one phone call. All I gotta do is say hello.
Yeah.
So it was really a trying experience, but I knew that this was what I wanted to do. I wanted to change my life around. What I mean, I wanted better for me and my
Yeah.
family. So I stuck with it, and I eventually got with this company out of Mississippi that allowed for me to be home every weekend. And once I did that, I ran up a bag with that, and you know, came over to where I'm at now when I got my own truck and things like. So now I'm home every weekend, sometimes 3, 4 nights a week. If I get to book my own loads, along with dispatch booking me loads as well. So a lot of times if I'm on that 95 corridor or 95th Street, as we call it, I'm going by the house. I don't give a damn what you got to say because you know, just it's and then like with me, going on my 6th year of doing this, I'm at the point now to where I'm starting to see where the wife needs me at home. I got
That's
three
what I was about
boys.
to say. How does that deal with your relationship being away?
Um, my relationship, I tell you right now, if you don't have a if you don't have a real woman in your
Yeah.
corner, it can
Yeah.
become very, very strenuous. Because I mean, let's just be real. Every woman wants their man to be at home at night, just like every man wants their woman to be at home at night. But
Yeah.
it's about whether that man or that woman is going to be able to make that sacrifice of missing the time, and the person being the truck driver, are you going to be able to make that sacrifice? I missed hella birthdays. I've missed holidays. I missed a 4th of July before. It's
Yeah. But
it's
you
all
you
about,
provide
are
you
you willing?
providing though. You're
Yeah,
sacrificing.
exactly. So it's all about are you willing to make that sacrifice for the greater good?
Yeah.
Because the sacrifice is the time, but in the long run, you'll be able to make that time back up. Like with me, I'm about to come off the road, within the next year and a half or two, and I'll be home every day. I'm still gonna be trucking because I love it. This is my passion. This is what I'm gonna
So
do
you.
until they. This is what I'm gonna be doing until I literally can't move no more. If my foot can still push a pedal, I'm gonna drive one of these big motherfuckers. You should
So
see
you
it.
gonna do local.
Yeah, I'm gonna be local. Home every day. Probably leave out 3, 4 in the morning. Be home by 3 in the afternoon. Um, it's more strenuous work because a lot of people think, oh, you go local, you ain't really gotta work like that. You really actually work harder because you're doing everything. You might have to do 4 runs, 5 runs. You're doing everything. What I'm saying, and you're trying to move in a timely manner to make it home at the end of that day versus
I
being
said
a.
I got local niggas that drive to me, and then it's like sometimes they gotta unload their own shit.
Yeah, and that's true. And that's
Yeah.
usually with me. When I go local, I'm gonna get into what is it's called end dump, which is basically a dump truck version of the 18 wheeler. So I'll be, hauling sand, gravel, rocks, asphalt,
I
agriculture.
do. Yeah, I
You know
deal
what I
with that
mean?
too.
So
Yeah.
that'll be, that'll be easy for me living in the area that I live in and the rock quarries and all that stuff. But it was, it was a trying time for my relationship at the beginning. I can't even sit here and lie. And then it's a trying time for the driver as well because you have to build up that muster to not be worried about what's going on at home, not be thinking about, oh, damn, old Joe Smoke could be coming through the back door right now. You have to kind of block that out because that'll be a distraction for you on the road.
Yeah.
And while I'm not only driving for myself, I have to pay attention for these other dumb window lickers out here too.
So if
Because,
your mind running, and you're not paying too much attention, and you driving along,
yeah, you know what I'm saying? Think
yeah,
about
I
it, bro.
get it.
If you driving, because it's an 80,000 pound missile. That's all it really is. An 80,000 pound missile going down the road that can take out. that could be a small little just ran off in the ditch, or you know blocked out the whole highway, or you know airlifted. You know it can go so many ways. Um, so it's like the last thing you want to be doing is worrying about what's going on at home. I'm not saying don't think about home, but that's the last thing that you want to be thinking about because it can cloud your judgment. You know what I mean? You might get dazed off. God damn, man! I know I seen James texting her last week. I wonder
Yeah.
what the hell she doing.
Yeah.
And then you know, boom, you done hit somebody. And all it takes is 3 seconds. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'll be real with y'all boys. A lot of people don't know, but January 15th, 2022, I flipped the truck. I'm not even gonna sit here and lie to you. I flipped the truck over. It rolled over about 4 or 5 times. And when the truck landed, it landed upright. Um, it wasn't because I wasn't paying attention or I fell asleep or nothing like that. It was literally, I was on a 2-lane back road down there in South Carolina with no edges. So there's no rumble strip. It's literally the white line and grass. And it was an embankment. And, you know, the trailer caught and it did what it did. But I said all that to say, like, it can all really happen in the blink of an eye because when I went back to watch the video for the company that I was working with, which was another reason why I'm saying this right now, it literally takes, you know what I'm saying, 3 seconds. I was fine. I noticed that my trailer was, you know, doing the Watusi back there. I couldn't really, like, it's a dark ass back road, no street lights, so I really couldn't see what it was doing. And by the
Yeah.
time I really recognized, like, oh, my trailer's off the road, so I'm bringing it back to the road. The trailer caught a manhole, a 5-foot manhole. The first axle cracked the manhole. The second axle sunk inside the manhole. So when the second axle sunk inside the manhole, it made the tractor itself do a wheelie. And at that moment, I was like, oh shit, I fucked up. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, bro? It was like I done fucked up. And all I did, you know, I put an X over my face and I went for the ride. And I could send you the pictures right now. I made it out. It wasn't nobody but God. I made it out of that accident. No broken bones. I had a few bruises on my back. No scratches. There was no roof left on my truck. I had scrapes on my knuckles. I felt as I'm covering my face and doing the roll, I could feel my knuckles scrape across the asphalt.
Whew.
You know what I mean? So it's like,
God damn.
you know, driving these things right here, man, they can really, it could be a life or death situation, man. You know what I'm saying? When I walk out that door, just like any job or anything that you're doing, you walk out the door, it's not really a guarantee that you're coming back home. But
Yeah.
it's a higher percentage with being a truck driver because, you know, you might have Joey over here in his Prius who think he can just cut you off and you're supposed to be able to stop on a dime because he hit his brakes. No.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? My momentum is, you know, I'm going to keep on pushing you forward. Now, when I folded you up like an accordion, you know, now, you know, things is looking bad. But, not to get too much off the subject, um, it's very
I can
strenuous.
stay on so yeah. I can stay
Yeah,
on yeah. I'm
it's
listening.
very strenuous. It's very strenuous on the relationship aspect, but you got to have your rider. You got to have somebody that's in your corner, somebody that's for you, somebody that's like, okay, that can deal with the time away from home, that can deal with the chance or the fact that you might not be able to make. Hell, like Valentine's Day just came up. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Granted, it was on a Friday, so I was able to make it home, but it would have been a Monday or a Tuesday, or hell, a Wednesday. 9 times out of 10, not gonna be there. But it's that sacrifice to make that money so you can get the big bouquet of flowers or, you know what I'm saying, the lavish trips or anything like that, man. So I say to anybody that's looking into getting the trucking, it ain't for everybody. I'm gonna just keep it real with you. And if you thinking about getting into it for the money, stay home because you're gonna have to have a love for it. And 9 times out of 10, well, a lot of these drivers are lucky now. Like a lot of them are coming out of school and they're making, you know, say they go to a big name company, they're
Yeah.
making, you know, 45 to 55 cent a mile. Well, as far as when I first came in, I was making 36 cent a mile.
Yeah.
And that's peanuts. You have to literally run 3,000 something miles, which is a trip from Wilmington, North Carolina, all the way to California and halfway back just to make $1,000 for a week.
God damn. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And being in a truck that takes, if you're on E-log, which is a computer that tracks the truck and tells you when you gotta take a rest break and all this other stuff, it's gonna take you about 3.5 days. But if you're on paper logs, outlaw status like I am, because ain't no computer gonna be hooked up to my truck. That's the reason why I went and got this one.
Yeah.
You know, I could be there in 2 days. Of course, you know what I'm saying? That's running off of 4 hours of sleep and stuff like that, getting up, hitting it, putting down 700-mile days, 800-mile days. But it's a toll on your body.
Yeah. And not even physically, because like you're not physically doing nothing.
Yeah, like, you know what I mean? It's a toll mentally too.
Yeah.
Because you're gonna have them days where people gonna piss you off, people gonna flick you off. I mean, hell, like a prime example, me this morning, I got to my delivery at 8 o'clock this morning. These fools didn't finish unloading me to damn near 1:30, and I had to get to my reload by 3 o'clock.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like, it's so many.
I'm gonna have to do a whole different interview with you. Yeah.
You know, it's a whole lot of factors that can really make or break your day. You know what I mean? If I wouldn't have made that reload, then I would have been sitting here burning up diesel out of my pocket and come all the way back down.
All right, so I know we got to close out, but my last question: what is a lot lizard? Hey,
bro, for real, bro. Nigga, that's your last question to me?
Yes. Nigga, what?
All right. A lot lizard. A lot lizard is a truck stop hoe. All right, that's a truck stop hoe. And it's not really necessarily a truck stop hoe because they'll be at the rest areas, they'll be at the Walmarts. It's a lady, and sometimes men, that will come knock on your door, and they will ask you if you need company. Would you like any company for the night? I've had my door and my window knocked on plenty of times and plenty of nights.
Have you had any company?
No, I have not. I have not. No, sir, because, man, if you see them things that be knocking on that door, oh, my God. But if you ever are in Memphis, go to the Loves on Lamar Ave. Them lot lizards gonna be out there they start popping out at 5 in the morning. And they're gonna be out there all day and all night. Knocking on random doors. But bro, I'm gonna say this, and it's disgusting, man. It's really disgusting because you really watch a woman climb out of one truck and go to the next truck 3 doors down. Don't even go in the truck stop with the showers and take a shower.
Yeah,
don't even do that.
I agree. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I watch documentaries. See, I watch documentaries, and I ask you that for a reason because I be watching documentaries. That's all I watch actually most of the time.
Yeah, it's still real prevalent. It's still prevalent in the trucking industry. And it's some sick freaks that pay for it and go for it. I'm cool. I like my winker too much.
Yeah, you got me fucked up. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
It's a lot of pussy out here. I ain't paying for no pussy. It's a lot of pussy out here. And then I got something at home anyway. Like, we're not doing that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I got something at home. You know what I'm saying? I jack off. I'll be real. I'd rather jack off. Beat like they owe me money. For real.
Yeah, I'm ready to do that. Like, man, you got me fucked up.
Yeah, but thank y'all for having me, man. I appreciate y'all's time. I'll be back. We'll be back Thursday. 9 o'clock.
So I'm trying to plan. I talked to you, Antonio, about it. We're trying to plan something for the next episode this week by Thursday, because we could do another episode before Thursday, and then we'll do what we call it. What we call Thursdays, Mister? Thought for Thursday. What we call it?
Okay, well, just let me know. You know what I'm saying?
Therapeutic Thursday. I forgot my mic was off. My bad.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
Therapeutic Thursday.
There.
Hey,
Okay.
I'm
Therapeutic
gonna be the
Thursday. All right. Yeah.
therapist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This-
So no, we're gonna have. I'm gonna plan some shit before that though. I'm gonna plan
Most
another
definitely, man.
interview.
If
And,
you do and you have any topic or interviews, and let me know. You know what I'm saying? I love to come up with some questions myself, or
yeah, that's why
hell, I'm gonna invite people.
me and you be writing. Yeah, we be back and forth. So you already
Yeah,
know. I'll let you know.
most definitely, man. Y'all boys be easy, man. I'm gonna sign off of here, and
Yeah, we're about to sign off too. I gotta go to sleep. Gotta get to work.
for sure, man. Love y'all
Hey,
boys, man.
I love y'all boys. Yeah, I love you. I love you, bro.
Love, man.
All right, my boy.
All right.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, man, don't forget to subscribe to Art for Change podcast for more stories for describing art for incredible artists that making a difference. If you love this episode, consider leaving us a review on our favorite podcast platforms where you can leave your feedback to help us grow. What you got, BU?
Hey, all you got to do is motherfucking be you. That's all I motherfucking got.
All right, man. Keep art changing and making a difference, man. Be blessed.
All right.
Peace.